everyone, how are you guys? I hope you guys are doing perfectly fine. This is Nimisha Bhatt from the Cooking Hub and I'm welcoming you to my video yet again. So today I bring to you a different recipe, and that is Choco Churro balls or Choco Churro bombs. It's going to be a very nice recipe. You're going to love making this. It's going to be healthy, tasty and quick. So yes, you're going to love it. You're just going to fall in love with this recipe. So let's start making this Oreo Churro bombs or Oreo Choco balls recipe. So for making this recipe, I'm using Oreo biscuits, Oreo cookies. This is 120 grams packet. So I'm just going to open it. Now I'm going to add these cookies in this bowl, all of them. Just add it all inside. Now what I have to do next, I'm just going to open a cookie like this, and I'm going to separate this cream and keep it in another bowl. So just like this, separate the cream and the cookie. Just open it just like this. So I'm going to do this for all the cookies, separating the cream and the cookies. This cream I'm going to be using it for garnishing in the last stage of this recipe. So I'm just going to repeat the process and separate the cream for all cookies. So I've separated the cookies and the cream, and this is done. Now in a grinder I'm going to add in the cookies, all of them, and I'm going to grind it into a nice fine powder. So I'm just going to grind it and I'll show you the next process. So I've grinded this into a fine powder and I'm going to take it out in another bowl. This is now ready. I'll keep it aside. So I'm taking up a non-stick pan. I've not yet switched it on. I'm adding in 1.5 cup of water. So this is 1.5 cup of water, and now I'm going to switch on the flame. I'm going to keep it on medium. Next in, I'm going to add in 2 teaspoons of sugar. This is just the normal sugar, not powdered sugar. So after adding in 2 teaspoons of sugar, next in I'll add in 2 teaspoons of ghee. You can also use oil or butter, but I personally prefer adding ghee. This is pure ghee. You can use any ghee. This is the second teaspoon. I'm going to just give it a little bit stir. So it should not be boiling so much, but it should just be a little bit boiling. So the flame is on medium. I'll just wait for around 2 minutes till the water starts boiling. Now the water has come to a boil. I'm adding in 1/2 cup of whole wheat flour. Now I'm just going to take my whisk and mix it like this. It's okay to have a few lumps. This will result in very nice choco balls. So I'm going to keep the flame on low, and I'm just going to stir in with a whisk. Do not keep this on high flame, it may get burnt. So I'm just going to cook this for around 3 to 4 minutes, and now I'm just going to add in a pinch of salt, just a pinch. Now on low flame I'm just going to cook this. The mixture will start thickening up after a while. Just keep on whisking it and mixing it. So you can see it's boiling very nicely. Taking in my whisk, and I'm just going to give it a little mix. My flame is on low to medium and not on high. You can see the mixture is slowly starting to thicken it up. So I'm just going to wait, it thickens more, and then I'm going to be adding in the Oreo powder that I had prepared. So it's smelling so nice and sweet over here. Do you see this little bit of lumps? They are going to bring a very nice texture into this Oreo churro balls. It's going to be so nice and tasty. The texture is going to be so good. So just 2 to 3 more minutes, and then I'll add in the Oreo powder. The mixture is now nice and thick. Let me show you the consistency. It's become this much thick. Now I'll keep the flame completely low and I'll add in this Oreo powder. While adding the Oreo powder, I'm going to continuously whisk in. So this is done. I'm going to mix it completely well. The flame right now is completely low. You can see this nice muddy texture. How lovely does it look? And this little bit of chunks from the whole wheat flour. Completely nice and perfect. So this mixture is nice and mixed, and you can see it's leaving the sides of the pan. At this stage, I'm just going to switch off my gas flame. So this is done. You can see it's completely not sticking to the pan. So now I'm going to take this mixture out in a bowl. I'm just going to take it out. So I've taken it out. So now that I've taken this mixture out, this mixture is completely ready. I'm just going to press slightly, and I'm allowing this mixture to cool down at least 10 to 15 minutes so that it becomes nice and I can touch it with my hands and prepare balls out of this. Right now this is completely hot, so I cannot prepare the Oreo balls out of this. And yeah, so I'm just going to wait for some time till it. So now the mixture has come to room temperature, and I'm just going to mix it just like this, just the way we kind of knead the dough. I'm just going to knead this for 10 to 20 seconds, just like this. So the mixture is slightly warm, but it's touchable, so no problem at all. So you can see it's perfect consistency. Okay, this is ready. Now I'm just going to prepare small balls. Just take a small portion like this and prepare balls. Just such type of balls, and keep it in a plate. So don't make them very big, just small type. So I'm just going to prepare my second ball. Make sure your hands are clean. So I had washed my hands before. So just like this, just the way we prepare normal balls. The second one is ready. Similarly, I'm going to prepare. So now I've prepared all these Oreo churro balls, and with this recipe I was able to make 24 balls. So now this is ready. I'm going to keep it aside, and next I'm going to be preparing this ganache. So this is just the normal cream that we took out from the Oreo cookies. Into this I'm going to be adding in 2 teaspoons of oil. Now the oil that I'm going to use is flavorless. It doesn't have any flavor. So in this recipe, don't use any heavy flavored oil like olive oil, or don't use peanut oil or any other heavy flavored oil. Just use any flavorless oil, or else the taste won't be so nice. So 2 teaspoons of oil. Now after adding in this 2 teaspoons of oil, I'm going to take a small whisk, and I'm just going to mix this well until combined. It will form a nice creamy texture. Starting, it might take a little time, but eventually it will all mix and come together. After creating this mixture, I'm going to fill this in my piping bag, and then later on at the end of the recipe, I'm going to use this nice ganache, creamy ganache, and decorate the Oreo churro ball. How the texture looks like. See this. It has even formed stiff peaks. Now this is going to be enough for me to decorate on top. I'm taking some oil and I'm going to heat it in a karai, and I'm going to let the oil become hot. The oil is now hot. I'm slowly going to drop this prepared Oreo balls in the hot oil. So I've kept the flame now on low to medium. I'm going to drop all the balls. We have to fry it in such a way that from outside they remain crispy and from inside they become nice and soft. The oil should be hot, but again the flame should be low or low to medium. So now I'm just going to fry this. In between I'm just going to stir in little bit so that these don't stick to the. So it has been some time and these are ready. So these are going to be crispy from outside and soft from inside. I'm taking this out. Similarly, I'm going to prepare the second batch. So I've fried all of them and they are very nice and crispy. Very nice. And I've prepared this cream in a piping band and I've secured it with rubber band. So this is ready for the garnishing and this is ready. I'm going to wait 5 to 10 minutes till these come to room temperature and then I will garnish them. So let's wait 5 to 10 minutes. So the Oreo churro balls have cooled down and now everything is ready. Here I've taken some milk choco chips and I've taken some mixed color of rainbow vermicelli. So and I have this cream bag ready as well. The Oreo cream that we had separated, it's ready in the piping bag. So I'm taking this cream bag and I'm just going to give it a little cut, just a little cut, and now this is ready. So I'm just going to pipe this cream nicely. I'm just going to push it down just a little bit and I'm going to pipe this garnish just like this. You can garnish any way you like. I'm just doing it this simple way. So just some more lines. Black and white always looks nice, isn't it? So giving it some more final garnishings. But if you don't have any idea, then this is going to work out magic for you, and children are going to love having this recipe, especially when it's well garnished. So now the cream part is completely done. I'm going to keep this aside. Now I'm going to add some colorful rainbow sprinklers, just a little bit on each. Next I'm going to add in the choco chips, just 2 to 3 choco chips on each churro ball. Recipe is completely done and complete. I'm so excited to be sharing this recipe with you guys. Trust me, you're going to love this Oreo churro balls. And good news is that you can store this Oreo churro balls without adding the cream. You can store this for around 4 days in an airtight container. You can just keep it in the refrigerator until 4 days and eat this. So it's just too delicious, nice. And as these Oreo cookies are already sweet, and this cream also is going to add another sweetness, and also we had added little bit of sugar while making it. So yes, this recipe is done and complete. Do try this recipe at your house and do let me know how it turns out for you. Thank you so much for watching and God bless you all.